at a certain age, he'll be able to do it. But you have to bring a child up in the right way to be able to make the right choice.
The spirit still has to resonate from Yahawashi. That's
right.
Because the Lord is the one who's going to be is issuing out those souls, man. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was done with faith. This is John chapter 4, verse 23. But the hour cometh, and now is, when the true worshipers shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth. For the Father seeketh such to worship him.
That's right. Now is the time for the truth, the Yahawashi to come out, man.
That's right.
And through the Spirit, we know that the great millstone is the chief amongst all these congregations, bringing out the truth of Yahawashi. That's right. Okay, start that up. Start that from where you began.
John chapter 4, verse 23. But the hour cometh, and now is, when the true worshipers shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth.
So, if I may say, like I was using the example of people taking their babies to church and getting baptized, that's not true worship. And the Lord is going to weed all that BS out. All them, people thinking that it's the Catholic Church is the right way, Baptist Church is the right way. That's not worshiping Yahawashi in truth. That's worshiping Jesus.
Whoever that may be.
Shot of Jesus over there with that forked tongue. That's who you worship. When you taking your baby and dunking him in, you know what I'm saying? Dunking him in the water, saying the Hail Mary, whatever it may be. That's who you doing that in the name of. Jesus Christos. Serapis Christus, all of that.
Verse 23. But the hour cometh, and now is, when the true worshipers shall worship in the Father in spirit and in truth.
You see that now, man. You see the men of the Lord out here on these street corners prophesying, on YouTube and doing sit-downs, prophesying Yahawashi, man.
For the Father seeketh such to worship him.
Yep. Because the Father is seeking. Now is the time. It's almost the time where it's time to separate the tare from the wheat. Yeah?
That's right. That's right. It's almost time to put down them fishing poles and pick up them bow and arrows.
That's right.
And them swords and the knives and the daggers. It's almost time too.
That's right.
That old rusty-ass pocket knife, ready.
Go ahead.
Verse 24. God is a spirit, and they that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth.
That's right. We must worship him in spirit and in truth, man.
St. John chapter 15, verse 16. Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you.
That's right. You have not chosen Yahawashi, man. Yahawashi has chosen you to do whatever it is that you was meant to do. Whether you elect, whether you're here for a season, whether you come in this thing, whether you not, whether you don't, whether you believe or forbear, man. It is the Most High that tends to whatever spirit is placed on you. Go ahead.
And ordained you that ye should go and bring forth fruit.
That's right. And being a man of the Lord, he has ordained you. Can somebody look up that word ordained? He has ordained you to bring forth fruit, to feed the flock, man. If you have this knowledge, if you have any knowledge, wisdom, and understanding that's worth edification, you have to feed the flock.
Yes, sir.
That goes for anybody that is a member of the body that has any type of understanding. Go ahead.
Bring down that word for you. I just got it out the Webster's or the Merriam-Webster. Ordained, it says to officially make someone a minister, priest, rabbi, etc. To officially establish or order something, to invest officially as by the laying on of hands with ministerial or priestly authority, to establish or order by appointment, decree, or law.
Yes,
That's
sir.
the elect, basically, you know what I'm saying, which were ordained from the foundation of the earth to be selected by Yahawashi Yahawashi to be out the last days preaching the word, you know, to the Gentiles who we know are Israelites, so we can all be sealed up to attain salvation, man.
God.
You know?
I just started at the top of it. Ye have not chosen me. Well, John chapter 15, verse 16. Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you and ordained you that ye should go forth, so like it, that ye should go and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit shall remain.
Yep. He has ordained. He has chosen you to be his priest, so that you can go out there and feed the flock. Okay, so that you can bring in fruit, man.
That's right.
Okay, unto Yahawashi Yahawashi. Go ahead.
But what's the
You mind if I say something? And it's very important to understand what to feed the flock. You just
God.
talking, but you might be saying the wrong thing. You got some people out there saying it's okay for women to have abortions, so they're feeding the flock that doctrine of go and kill the babies. You know, the Lord has to ordain you, like the brother read, and you have to do it in His spirit. If you do it in the spirit of Satan, the fruit that you have, all that's going to come to fruition, and all you'll see is they can't work. All you'll see is the exact opposite, the adversary.
that whatsoever ye shall ask of the Father in my name, he may give it to you.
That's right. Yeah, that comes with faith and hope and belief, man. Cause you can't have without you can't ask what's that's like asking the ground for spiritual gifts, man. You can't ask something that you don't know of, that you don't believe in, and I can't ask Z-Jack or Zakari or Salaki. I can't ask Zakari.
He said they don't know.
I can't ask Zakari to help me fix my car if I don't believe that he's capable of doing that job, man.
That's right. That's a good point.
You know, so therefore you can't pray to Yahawashi Yahawashi. You don't even know his name.
Or what's the point of praying to him if you don't believe he can answer your prayer? If you don't believe he can actually fix whatever the problem may be. What's the point of doing it? God. What was that last scripture?
It's not.
15, 16.
That's what you have for him? Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what we agree.
Can you give me 1 Peter chapter 4? You can just start at the top. You gotta sneak off, stay there, but I'll mess with you. Whoever, you got it, it don't matter. 1 Peter chapter 4, start at the top. That's a big Bible you got there. On another note, as they say, go ahead.
1 Peter chapter 4, verse 1. For as much then as Yahawashi has suffered for us in the flesh, arm yourselves likewise with the same mind.
And we have to be in that same mind. And if you're not in that same mind, what's the point? What's the point of doing this? What's the point of being out here? What's the point of holding up the sign? You got the sign of Yahawashi, but you ain't in the same mind. You worried about what you want. You worried about what you think should happen. Right? Go ahead, Al.
For he that hath suffered in the flesh have ceased from sin.
Ceased.
Stop, which is the same thing as stop. Start at the top for me.
1 Peter chapter 4, verse 1. For as much then as Yahawashi have suffered for us in the flesh, arm yourselves likewise with the same mind. For he that hath suffered in the flesh have ceased from sin.
Has ceased from all that BS. Has ceased from the transgression of the law. If you arm yourself in that same mind, but you're gonna go through it like the scripture says. But it's important to do it, especially knowing what time it is right now. Right? If you've been watching the news lately and you don't believe that this is that time, then I would just suggest that you just find something to do. So it's the Mavericks. I hear they having a decent season. You might want to get into that. I would say the Cowboys, but no, it ain't working out.
Can't get into that.
But you can always jump on somebody else's bandwagon. You can go over there with the be a
Just
Carolina Panthers fan. Enjoy the rest of your time.
Just live.
But if you understand what's going on right now, then you need to be in that same mind. You need to seek out that book and read, but not just read it, apply it to your life. You got a precept? Go ahead. Well, hold that for me too. No, read your precept, but make sure you hold where.
This is Philippians chapter 2, verse 5. Let this mind be in you, which is also in Yahawashi Mashiach.
That's right. Let that same mind be in you. And that mind that was in Yahawashi was complete fulfillment of the mission. Do the mission. Imagine living a life without sin. Right? That's you got to get your mind geared towards that, right? Especially knowing what time it is now. Now, I'm not saying that we are Yahawashi or nothing like that, because we're going to go off in a sense. But what I'm talking about is that discipline. The discipline to understand that we are at war. We're not playing. We are at war. This isn't practice. This isn't a drill. This is war. It's really going down. And you're really a part of it. Esau knows exactly who you are. He knows where you live. He knows your car, the whole nine. You have officially picked the side that you're on, and now you here. So why not fight fully for Yahawashi? Why not go all in with the hope to be saved? But to also understand that you might not make it. You might die. But if you are going to die, why not die doing the Lord's will? Right. So that the men that do make it, and also Yahawashi themselves can say, that man put up a good fight. They can glorify your name and say, yeah, that dude, he helped a lot of brothers in the truth make it to another situation, right?
Verse 2, well, going back to yours.
Hold yours. That's what I wanted, right? Go ahead.
This is 2 Timothy chapter 2. Start at verse 3. Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahawashi Mashiach. No man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life.
That's right. If you're at war, why are you entangled with the affairs of the things that's going on in your life? It makes no sense, because you're not going to be a good soldier. Well, you got a sniper. He's very key to the mission that's going on, right? And a sniper, you have to be disciplined. Your mind and your body have to be disciplined.
Gotta be sharp, boy.
Right? But if you a sniper sitting up there worried about what your old lady's doing, how's your kids' grades doing, my mama don't love me no more because I started reading the Bible. If you start worrying about that stuff, you're likely to miss the mark. And if you're a sniper and you miss that mark, then what are you? In a sense, you're just a worthless body out there, right? Why would you even be up there? You missed that mark, and that may have caused a whole regiment of troops to lose their life. A lot of people lost their life because you worried about something that you don't need to be focused on. As a sniper on the top of that hill or hidden in that bunker or whatever it may be, what should you be worried about?
Target.
Your mark, your target. That's it. That's what the scripture's talking about. Get your mind trained on the things that it needs to be trained on. If you say that you want to be a man of the Lord, you want to be saved, you want to be brought up in the chariots in the end, the Lord gives you a description of how you got to be. Read that one more time, start from the top.
2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 3. Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahawashi Mashiach. Verse 4. No man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life.
You got to say goodbye to the BS of this world and get into this truth. That's the main way to make it. Now, I say that, and people take that immediately as, I don't love my kids. I hate my kids. I hate my mama. That's not it at all. I know that if I train my mind and discipline and do the things that I'm supposed to do in the spirit of Yahawashi, I don't have to worry about that stuff. The Lord will take care of my children. The Lord will take care of my old lady.
Get some more.
I don't have to worry about it, because even if I do worry about it, Matthew chapter 6, I can't do a damn thing about it anyway. That's right. When has you worrying about your old lady ever stopped her from going out and blowing another man's rod? Just because you worry about it, is she not going to do it? She's still going to do it, or she's not going to do it. But you need to be focusing on what's important in your life. You say you're a man of the Lord, you got to do that. You got to endure that hardness. You got to be that soldier.
That he may please him who hath chosen him to be a soldier.
Who are you a soldier for? What army are you in? The army of Yahawashi. The Lord chose you to fight for him. And if you fight for him in truth, then you'll be pleasing him. But if you sit up there worried about your old lady, you trying to please her. And that means that you're putting her in the place of Yahawashi.
Right, brother.
Verse 5. And if a man also strive for masteries, yet is he not crowned except he strive lawfully.
That's right. And if you're going to strive, and if you're going to do this thing, you got to do it the right way. That's very key. If you're going to do it, there's the perfect guideline on how to do it. Period, point blank. There's too many videos out there for a brother that's been in the truth to say, I don't know or I don't understand. There's too much going on for you to be a soldier to say, I didn't know we were supposed to be there at 6 o'clock. Well, I didn't know. What are you talking about? You was in the same meeting everybody else was. Yeah, you didn't get the email. Or my Wi-Fi wasn't working. You got appreciate.
Yeah, because you was talking about that mark, man, and you got to be focused to reach that mark we trying to hit. This is Paul in Philippians 3. I'll start at verse 12. Not as though I had already attained, either were already perfect, but I follow after, if that I may apprehend that for which also I am apprehended of Yahawashi Mashiach. Brethren, I count not myself to have apprehended, but this one thing I do, forgetting those things which are behind and reaching forth unto those things which are before.
All that other stuff you went through, that's all BS. Leave that behind. Now you got the true mission. Now you understand all the things that's going on around you. The Lord removed the veil, and you know all the stuff. Just like what's the one with the yellow brick road? What is that? Wizard of Oz. When they got to Oz, they lifted up the veil, and it was an old white man back there playing on them,
pulling shit.
and they got the understanding, and they was like, "Oh, this is all BS. This whole thing is BS." That's what happened to you. The Lord lifted that veil. You said an old white man back there, and then the voice on the big screen said, "Pay no attention to the white man behind the veil." But you gonna pay attention to the voice. The Lord exposed the truth to you. So leave all the other BS behind.
That's right.
And focus on what's important. Go ahead.
Verse 14.
Revelation 1 and 3.
Verse 14. I press toward the mark for the price of the high calling of the Most High in Yahawashi.
And if you pressing towards that mark, you gotta put everything else beside. You gotta focus on the Lord. When we were setting up, getting the logistics ready, the Lord gave you a backpack, and He didn't put anything in it that you did not need. Everything in that bag was perfect and in its place. You don't need to add to it. You don't need to take away from it. But see, what brothers want to do is they want to add stuff in the bag. You start adding stuff in the bag, now you're not getting to the place that you need to be on time, because you weighed down, because your back hurt, you can't run right. But the Lord filled the bag perfectly. But you want to add stuff to it. You adding stuff, you adding your old lady problems into your bag. You adding your mama problems and your grandmama problems into your bag. You need not do that. Your bag is already full. The Lord gave you exactly what you needed. Leave it alone. Do the work. Just do the work and let the Lord worry about it.
Yes, sir.
Revelations chapter 1, verse 3.
You still got it.
Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is...
Blessed is them that read, because those that read are going to understand the time, and they'll understand what they need to be doing. They'll understand that, you know what, I need to just get focused in this truth and in this word and just leave everything else alone. And once again, a simple-minded person will say, well, this nigga hate his family. This nigga hate his life. In a sense, I do. Right. But But at the same time, I know for a fact that there's nothing I can do about it. It's nothing that I can do about it. And worrying, it ain't gonna help them and it ain't gonna help me. So I got the email, there was the mission statement, okay, cool. And I'm rolling with that.